Hello and welcome to the News Minute. Joining me today is Karunanidhi. She is contesting from Thoothukudi, but she is also campaigning across Tamil Nadu for TMK party candidates as well as India Alliance candidates. Ma'am, thank you so much for talking to us. What is the defining theme of this elections for the DMK, for the India Alliance? But before that, just a quick reminder. The News Minute is on ground bringing you stories and interviews about key election issues. Do subscribe to the News Minute and support independent journalism because propaganda is now being peddled directly from TV studios.
Defining theme is to save India and to ensure that the country is secular and it's a country which cares about its people.
And you have been an MP for almost like 2 terms, Rajya Sabha MP and Lok Sabha MP for 5 years. What are the changes, major changes that have taken place in the past 10 years, particularly in under Narendra Modi's rule?
I think one major change in the parliament is that the government has completely lost faith in debate and discussion. And it really believes that the opposition party is there to, praise the government and not engaged in questioning the government because they don't take the zero question hours seriously at all. And they don't like any debate. They like to pass bills without debate. And it's a rare, very, 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 very rare thing that bill would be sent to a standing committee or a select committee. So they completely don't believe in democracy.
So no debates, no discussion. But what is the one thing or a couple of things that you felt very disturbed in the past 10 years? Something which you felt like really shocked that a government will go to this extent to do something like this?
They never disappoint you. They keep surprising you always because you don't really expect, because I think I was suspended for the first time in Parliament because I was in the well holding a placard. I mean, this has never happened. And the entire opposition was suspended. And I don't think, something like this is we've ever heard of something like this in Parliament. And one more thing I was really shocked was when we were protesting against the farm laws, and we had staged a walkout. And by the time we came back, they had passed the labor code laws. So this is the kind of respect they give for democracy, debate, and discussion.
But having said that, the opposition, there are a lot of criticism against the opposition as well because they say because the opposition was divided, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was emboldened to do what he was doing. He was just trying to push through his way because the opposition was meek and the opposition was kind of in disarray.
See, it is not a prime minister of this country or any elected representative of this country is not expected to behave in a particular way because of how the opposition is, even if what you're saying is true and they're in a disarray or they're weak or whatever it is. You are here because people believe in democracy, they voted for you, and if they brought you there, you take oath in the name of the constitution and the country. So you have to believe in what the constitution says. You have to believe in democracy. You have to believe in parliament. I don't think even if there was no opposition, I think the Prime Minister and the Treasury benches have to learn to respect, the Parliament and the Constitution. You cannot just do whatever you've been doing just because you think you can push your way because your numbers are big.
No, that's what the opposition, that's what the Prime Minister wants now. He wants NDA to be at 400 and BJP at 370. Literally no opposition. What happens in that kind of a scenario? Are we heading towards a dictatorship? Or like, have you watched Dhruv Rathi's videos and a lot of people are talking about it. Do you think this is
I
really going to happen?
This is most probably this will be the last election if they come back to power, and the entire politics will be revolving around one person. Entire country will be revolving around one person and what he or the party thinks right or wrong, and there's no space for any kind of democracy, any kind of freedom of expression, and I'm sure the press has been feeling the heat, not in a small way. So it's not going to be a place where you can even breathe without the BJP's permission.
But do you think that the opposition was able to put up a tough fight against Narendra Modi and the entire BJP machinery?
Yes, in spite of their large numbers, I think the opposition has done its best. We voiced our concerns. We have expressed our opposition in whatever to whatever extent we can go. I mean, I think this is the first time the leaders of parties had to come to the well, and they were also called out and suspended. But I think this is what the maximum an opposition can do.
But that's inside the parliament. Outside, I'm saying building pressure and trying to, like what happened before 2014. The opposition parties were on streets. BJP was on the street trying to, build that pressure. But that's something which we have never seen happening.
I agree. Before 14, I don't think the government had a stranglehold on the media and the social media. Today, we have to accept that the media is what takes the messages, and of course, social media to a large extent. Today, the BJP has a very huge machinery to work on in the social media. And I don't think the media is allowed to work independently. And you see the way, if you are a journalist and you are going to speak your mind, either you're arrested or there's pressure from your own, bosses, or you're out of your job. This is the way it happens. And social media, the way they troll people, so it's very, very, very difficult for anybody to express their opinions today, and to, without that interaction, it's very difficult to come together.
Okay, that's for the legacy media, the mainstream media that is under pressure today. But independent media houses have been doing a lot of work, the kind of exposés on electoral bonds,
Yes.
particularly. It's the independent media houses that brought all the stories out, the stories of quid pro quo, the kind of corruption that has taken place.
I am with you, and I accept what you're saying, the independent media houses. But how much can an independent media house reach? If what is expected normally is, if an independent media house brings out something, then the mainstream medias have to follow it up and make it into a news, which anyway they would do, to become breaking news the next minute. Has it ever been happening here?
So also, ma'am, coming to Tamil Nadu, the BJP has been very aggressive this time, and they say that they are going to breach the Dravidian bastion. So what is your take on that? Is this going to be an ideological fight for the coming years for the DMK?
I don't think so, because I think the fight is still between the DMK and the AIADMK, even if AIADMK wants to behave like BJP's B team. I still think the fight is between these two parties, and I don't think there's any space for BJP here.
There is no space for a third player.
No, there will be a space for third players, fourth players, everything. But I'm not saying it, I'm only saying it's not the BJP.
It's not the BJP that's going to
be the third player. They won a few seats, I don't deny it. But that is because they were in alliance with the AIADMK. I don't think they have, any support on their own. I mean, they will have a bit of support. I am not denying that. There might be a 1 or 2% growth even, but apart from that, I don't think.
But BJP has been trying to steadily criticize the DMK and the Dravidian movement on ideological lines. For example, if you take a few years ago, there wouldn't be anyone who would be criticizing Periyar or his ideologies. But now, a lot of people seems to be, critical about Periyar. They're
Lot
talking
of
about, I think, particularly from the right wing side.
And some of them are not even in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
And of course, you know how BJP's social media functions. So I don't want to get into that. But yes, Periyar is kind of our root for our modern thinking. So you try to hit at the root and think that you are creating a change. But one thing we should understand is what happened in IIT should have been an example. When you speak about Periyar, when you insult Periyar and Ambedkar, I think today when there are protests all over India, I see people holding placards with Periyar's photos, and there are Periyar Ambedkar study circles in many of the universities. So in a way, I think a lot of young people have started finding out who Periyar is and reading up about Periyar, because we've moved from there and we're talking about the next, level of modern thinking, scientific temperament and development. So now people have gone back to finding out who Periyar is and what he's done and how we are here today. So I think that way we'll have to thank the BJP for it.
And also, the Prime Minister has special love for Tamil Nadu. He says that he loves the people of Tamil Nadu, the Tamil language, and he has visited Tamil Nadu for the 7th time. He's visiting Tamil Nadu for the 7th time. So, how do you see this new love for Tamil Nadu from the BJP and the Prime Minister?
No, it's always very good, that you get visitors and people visiting. It's good for tourism that Prime Minister comes here often. But he's coming here also because there are elections coming up. Because I don't remember him visiting here, this often before, and I don't remember him coming here when there were floods or natural disasters and people were suffering. I don't think he bothered to come or even send us 1 rupee of relief. And today he's here saying that he loves Tamil and he's the one who said Tamil is ancient. I think all of us know Tamil is a classical language and it's an ancient language, and it is one language which is, it's an ancient language and it's a modern language, and people still speak. And where did his love for Tamil go? All these years when they were allocating funds for different languages. And what is the kind of funds they were allocated for? Hindi and for Sanskrit, which nobody speaks, and for Tamil language, which the Prime Minister loves. I think Sanskrit has been allocated at least 10 or 15 or even much more than that, funds have been allocated. And what has he done for Tamil?
And also, ma'am,
except of course try to quote Tirukural.
The BJP seems to be on an aggressive mode in Tamil Nadu, particularly Annamalai, targeting the DMK first family, targeting you.
I beg to differ, they're always on aggressive mode all over the country.
All over the country, and especially Tamil Nadu. The BJP has been targeting the DMK's first family, you particularly, the DMK files expose or the tapes that he has been releasing. Do you think that all this will make an impact, will yield them the results that they are hoping for?
See, targeting the family, and I think the Prime Minister is also trying to do that. And you can step into politics because you are interested or because you come from a political family. You can enter into politics, but if you have to stay, then people have to accept you, and it is only who you are who defines that. So I think when you are accepted, when the CM has not accepted only because he is, Kalanga's son. It is also because he's worked so hard for so many years that people recognize him and respect him. So I think it's pointless, talking about dynasty, because it is every individual's, capabilities and work which actually reflects in acceptance or not. They are targeting, they're getting very aggressive only because they know, nothing is going to work.
And why? Why nothing is going to work for them in Tamil Nadu?
See, Tamil Nadu has been a place where people are religious, but they've understood that religion is a personal thing. It's a very different thing from politics. From a politician, from a government, they expect development, education, health. They want their infrastructure. They want jobs. They want safety. So these are the things they expect, from a government. Not that a government has to talk about religion and say that I'm protecting your religion, because most of the religions have seen the test of time and survived in spite of leaders and without the support of leaders. So people understand they don't need the government to support religion or sponsor a religion. It's not like the ancient days. It's a democracy, and people are very clear about that. And everybody, I think, today in India realizes that the BJP government and the Prime Minister never keep up the poll promises. They never deliver on them. Where is the employment? Where is development? Where is infrastructure? He said he'll double the income of farmers. So what has happened to them? They are outside, still protesting outside Delhi. And for MSP, which they have been promised they will be given. How are the workers protected? It's only the corporates you support and only their loans which are waived off, not the farmer loans. So people understand.
And this election is also kind of a referendum for the DMK's 3 years of governance. Is there an anti-incumbency on ground?
I don't see an anti-incumbency. I see a very positive support in the ground when you talk about the government schemes and the chief minister's, work. So I think it's not an anti-incumbency. There is a very positive feedback from the ground.
But there are also concerns about Magali Urimai Togai, for example. There are several people who are unhappy that they haven't got it.
I agree. See, today we are giving Magali Urimai Togai to nearly 1 crore 15 lakh women are getting it. So they are very happy about it. Of course, in due to some mistakes or because some of them didn't apply on time, and so many technical or administrative issues, people have been left out in every place. After the election, the CM has promised to review the whole situation and include the people who deserve to get the money and who've been left out. So when I say that, when I go for my campaigns and when they ask about it, when I say it after the elections there will be a camp, they are willing to trust that and they're quite happy.
Okay. And coming to your constituency, ma'am, Thoothukudi, the Thoothukudi firing incident is something that a lot of people were outraged and angry about. Action against the police officers who were responsible. After the DMK assumed power, there have been voices that have been demanding action against the top police officer who were indicted by the Aruna Jagdishan Commission report. But no action has been taken against them. They are
See, whatever
in
the
comfortable
report
positions.
wanted, we have done most of it. People have been rehabilitated. People have been given jobs according to, what their education qualification is, and families have been compensated. And today, the most important thing which people demanded is to close. The Tamil Nadu government has stood firm and fought in the court and ensured that we get a verdict that the Sterlite has to be closed. So I think that is a great relief. I think one by one, definitely, the government and the chief minister will ensure that justice is done.
Justice is done, because that's the demand of the people.
Yes,
in fact, we have been talking to families.
Yes, I
they
have
say,
been speaking to families too, and I keep in touch with most of the families. And yes, this is their demand, and definitely, I'm sure the CM will ensure that justice is done.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much for talking to us, and all the very best.
Thanks.
Elections. They're all about choices.
A click of a button that forms the nation you want to see.
Your choice.
From the people who will govern you to the party that will be in power.
Your choice. Unless the people you choose win and switch sides, but still can't your choice.
From the media that serves you to the media that serves power and advertisers.
That too is your choice.
You read and watch public interest journalism or propaganda.
Your choice. What news organizations get the ads your tax money pays for?
Not your choice.
This election season, your right to choose puts you at the heart of it again.
We'd like to be your eyes and ears.
Choose the journalism and media that serves democracy and you.
Because what you choose will determine what you see.
You fund our journalism and you can choose what reports you want to back. It is your choice.
News Laundry and the News Minutes General Election 2024 coverage. You choose your journalism.
Simply log on to newslaundry.com/2024 election fund and choose an amount of your choice for the reports of your choice.
Because together, we're stronger.
And it is your choice that will make us stronger together.